Hey YouTube. Couldn't really think about what to stream today, so I'm gonna play some Rimworld. Uh, Not gonna lie, I haven't played Rimworld for quite a while now. Although I have like 3,000 hours in the game. Why haven't I played it for a while? Because I always end up with this cycle in Rimworld. I play a game, I play, get like 10, 20 pawns, and then the game starts to lag, and then I get very bored because the game lags a lot. Then I quit. Then I do the whole thing over again. This is not gonna be like a challenge run or anything. We're just gonna play like Rimworld however we wanna play it. Everything is on the table, min max, or we can go like, do some crazy stuff. But no saves coming, so we are not gonna save scum. The true experience is to do this on uh, what do they call it again? Commitment mode. Yeah, commitment mode. Now I will start on Crash Landed because I just you can do this as well, but then it's just very tedious and it takes a very long time to get a number of pawns. So we're gonna skip all of that. You're just gonna get 3 pawns. Before I start, I should also install the the mod that allows us to select people random plus. So the mods that we have, the most important one is Smart Speed, because this will speed up the game when there's a lot of boring stuff, and there will be boring stuff. This will just fast forward the game and then we can just skip all the really boring parts of the game. It really makes the run a lot faster. Even if I'm not recording, like it just makes the game a lot faster because I can just skip like over boring events when everyone's just researching and farming and whatever. Map preview so that we can see whatever is on the map, so that when we choose a tile, we know where the mountains are, where the lakes are, where the fertile soil is. Because I really hate re-rolling maps. So we're gonna get this mod as well, and then we have all the DLCs. Harmony is needed because to run these mods you need Harmony. Random Plus will just allow us to select pawns that we want without actually like going through hundreds of pawns. And yeah, so we're gonna go 3 mods. I also have a bunch of this stuff, but I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I don't really think we need Rocket Man here. I might regret it, but I think you can even install Rocket Man using a save game, so it shouldn't be a bit of an issue. Alright. I did do a Rimworld like video or stream a few months ago or something. I didn't have the time to continue that, so we're just gonna start another one. Hopefully I can continue this one as well. Lost Tribe is also pretty good option, but there's some differences between Lost Tribe and Crash Landed. First of all, when you do Lost Tribe, your colony or your pawns have a buff at foraging plants when they are out caravanning. That's one thing. The second thing is that the Crash Landed, the technologies are a lot cheaper, so you can research them really quickly. And I really like Crash Landed because you can make artwork that is like there's some special stuff that they can do. Like for example, Crash Landed pawns. Like okay, if you start on a Crash Landed scenario or even Naked Brutality, you're not a tribe, right? So your pawns actually have the ability to meditate at artwork, which is a very big bonus because artwork has one of the highest psi focus gains in the entire game. If you have a legendary sculpture and you're surrounded by like 7 of them, you actually gain like so much psi focus. You can get 100% psi focus within a few hours. So I just find it to be really convenient. Although the foraging buff is very strong for like caravanning, it becomes a bit useless in the late game. So yeah, we're just gonna go Crash Lander and we're gonna go with Randy here. You can play with whoever you want, but Randy is always the most fun, in my opinion. 500%, we're not gonna save scum. We're gonna do a commitment mode. Everything else default. You could make these like really high. I mean, I don't think that's really necessary. I think the game will be unplayable with like 0% yield, so that doesn't make any sense to me. I'd rather just keep these at like default. So like default losing is fun setting, but we just crank the threat scale to 500% so that we get like really large reads. There's some stuff that you can do, like you can put like babies always healthy. This just helps to make sure that you don't get any stillborn babies. You can also reduce the disease if you don't like to deal with that. But I'm just gonna like roll with normal losing is fun here. Yeah, alright. Let's go choose our pawns. Yeah, we're gonna name this seed Trump session because it's coming. Yeah, in case if you don't know what this is, well, I'm sorry, but I think a lot of people know what this is referring to. Okay. Yeah, so now we're gonna choose a world. Choose a tile to settle on. I really like area shrubland actually because it's pretty dry, so you don't get a lot of rain. Let's just pick somewhere where it's very close to a lot of allies. Because I really like trading, so I like to be near like lots of allies like this. There's like 6 of these colonies all around us. Now these pigs are not allies yet. We will definitely try to ally them. Okay. So one thing if you notice, right, if you have tiles that are very near like say tropical forest, they have a lot of rain. Even though they're not in the biome, as long as they're close by, they will get a lot of rain. So likewise down here we are kind of in the desert and very far away from everything else, and then the rain is not too much. I don't really like this side of the map, the left side. Yeah, let's just settle somewhere here on the right side. There is a mountain range here, but we can cross using that road. I do want to try. I do want to do a mountain base. I've done mountain bases in the past, and I really enjoy them. Fighting bugs, in my opinion, is a lot easier than fighting raiders, as long as you know how to melee block and set up like a. And you have a bunch of very good melee fighters, you should be able to just fight the bugs really easily. This one is a bit. Let's go for like a deep mountain. We don't want one with caves because that's a bit annoying. There's nothing wrong with caves, but it's there's some stuff about them that makes it weird. I can't remember what it is. I'm not gonna spend too long picking one here. I just want a mountain that's pretty deep. This one looks pretty deep. There could be like low, what's it called again? Thin rock roof in here, which might suck, but it's not too big of a deal. So this is our best option currently. There's just a lot of mountain. These guys could be good. Not really seeing anything that's nice. This one looks pretty nice though. This one looks pretty interesting. Like ideally I want a pretty deep mountain here. This one is also a pretty good. It's a decent option, I would say. So we have this and we have this one. Wait, where is it? This one. No. This one and this one, right? No, this and this. I think we can go with this. So it's honestly a bit tricky, this one. This looks a lot better actually. I think we'll go with this. Alright, let's go with this. This amount of rain is a bit too much though. Actually, the growing period is also not exactly year-round growing, but it's not really a big deal, but I would prefer year-round growing actually. This one is year-round. Yeah, this area is year-round growing. This is a really deep mountain. Yeah, this one looks pretty nice actually. Like there's a lot of mountain. We don't want one that's like, very small. We want like a lot of area to work with. And build like a big, beautiful base.
It's the biggest, most beautiful base you've ever seen. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna have everything. It's gonna be beautiful. There is nothing more beautiful than I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, I think we can go with this one then. Alright, let's go with this. Area shrubland is fine. We will have some bit of issues growing food early on, but not too much. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 traders. This one's not a trader. There's Empire nearby. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's just go with this, really. We're gonna go with... What do we actually want here? Let's actually get human primacy. I like to build faster. Having a pawn that's a construction specialist will help a lot with that. Slavery acceptable, no rules acceptable, acceptable. Bonding disapproved. We're gonna do appreciated here at the beginning. Very fast research. We're also gonna add the psychic void study, very efficient. It's just a free buff. We're gonna put desired, spouse only, yup, strict. Loved insect meat, okay, corpses. Respected if guilty. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's remove this. Let's remove this. Remove that. Let's actually put Sky Lantern Festival because this is very cheap. And it doesn't require... It's very good quality. Like you can get pretty decent quality with this. So it's like a very high chance of succeeding. Although the buff, like the mood buff, is not as great as other rituals, but early game it'll be a lot easier to do this. Now I am in arid shrubland, but there will be some trees around, so we will be able to get some wood. So I don't think that will be an issue. Okay, relics, we want to use Persona Zeus hammers. In my opinion, these are the best melee weapons. The mono sword is okay, but this one just does it completely destroys arms and legs like one shot. So and it can destroy torsos in one shot. That's nice. The mono sword will just cut a bunch of like fingers and limbs, but it doesn't actually kill the enemy. Alright, let's go for this. So we do have the mod here that allows us to roll for pawn. So we want someone that has decent construction. Actually, just double passion would be fine. Construction and what's a very good skill to go with construction? Well, the thing is they're always gonna be constructing. That's the thing. I think construction and plants maybe. Actually, that's not a very good one to do. Yeah, construction is fine really. So let's just roll for someone that we can survive with. Oh yeah, we need to set no health conditions and the age. We don't want it to be too old. I think 30 is fine until 30. Misogynist jogger, cannot do dumb labor. Yeah, let's also set incapable to allow none. They need to be able to do everything here. Pessimist, we don't want that. Abrasive, beautiful, kind and pretty, okay. Melee, don't really want melee. Oh, you are absolutely fantastic. Quick sleeper, industrious, mining and construction. Yeah, we're gonna take you. Then for this guy, we want like burning passion plants. You just be our planter, really. Fast walker and jealous. 14 years old. Masochist and kind. She seems pretty okay. We'll take her. Then we actually want you to be cooking and a little bit of intellectual. We don't need like a lot of cooking skill. Just a passion would do actually. And then double passion, intellectual. Fast learner. Wow, you're absolutely fantastic. You can also be a doctor as well. You also have plants. Okay, how is our medical? Yeah, medical is fine. We don't really need social. Well, this one has a very high social skill. This is a fast learner. Yeah, we'll go with these folks. They look pretty good. Yeah. Alright. Oh, there's actually an ancient danger right there. Alright. First thing I want to do is to look for rich soil. There's already a cougar somewhere, I saw that. Here it is, okay. You really want to plant on rich soil. Like, you should use it. Turn on automatic rebuild, turn off automatic home zone. Okay, since we are growing stuff here, we can dump all our materials here. We can build the rest of our base, like say, we'll use this structure here. Yeah, we'll just use these existing walls to build it. We're gonna use wood here because wood is the most plentiful material. And we do have steel as well, but let's just use wood. Wood builds really quickly, so we can build that. Yeah, you're constructing, planting, that's right. Okay, so they're doing all the stuff they want them to do. I'm gonna put a bunch of these bits here. Put a table, just in case I forget this. And then we want a bunch of stools. Put recreation in here. Okay, that should do it. That's all the structures we need to build for now. Maybe we can speed up the game here. Now Randy can send an attack right now. That's not the attack, that's the ancient danger. We want to give the fast learner the weapon here, because they will be able to level up a lot quickly. Yeah, then you guys get all that stuff. We actually don't want them to wear any armor at this point, because that will just slow them down. Also, the dog needs to have an area to roam around so that it doesn't eat all our food. Now they will starve to death. We could give some berries and this dog will be able to eat some of the berries, provided we don't forget about it. Okay, then we want to build an electric stove, but I mean a field stove, but that's for later. So we do have wood around. It's just not as much as you will get on temperate forest. Yeah. Yeah, so they're recreating. You can just put anything for this right now. Good bait, normal bait, that's nice. We didn't get any poor bits. Yeah, we can just like speed through this part of the game. Let's build the field stove here. You guys can deconstruct these marble structures. They'll give us some stone without needing to build a what's that called? Yeah, whatever. Like we don't have to build a stone cutter table. Just roof this area like that. Okay. Cook simple meal, drop on the floor, pause when satisfied. So this one we're gonna disable vegetables so that they use the meat first. Okay, then we can build a shelf. Yeah. This will contain all the raw food. You're sleeping on the floor. Yeah, he did manage to finish this wooden building. Might have ran out of wood already. You can get some more wood here. Where's our doggo? There's right there. We'll keep this dog alive a bit, but I really don't want this dog. We're gonna give you some berries so that you can eat this. Where's the stockpile zone? Placed it down here. Okay. Yeah, we'll put some of the berries there so that you won't starve. Alright, let's keep growing more rice down here. We could get raided already, so we need to prepare some defenses. There is still a decent amount of wood. lying around, so we can still use wooden traps. Just get all this wood here. Alright, there also needs to be some light in this place so they don't get upset by the darkness. Yeah, then we can do all of that. We want to get wood cutting going as soon as possible here. So what kind of wood do we have? I mean, what kind of materials we have? We have sandstone. That's fantastic. Sandstone is one of my favorite wood types because you can build really fast. And yeah, let's put the agar fruit there as well, so that the dog can eat this without starving to death. Yeah, just cut as much wood as possible. I mean, as much stone as possible. Yeah, we'll give you a stone blocks area to dump this in. Oh, yeah, our dog's already dead. The panther is chasing after this dog. Yeah, shoot this. Well, he didn't last long. Move. Might lose an eye here. Yeah. Okay, what did you lose? You lost your leg. You're pretty much dead. We can't save you. We can tend to you though. At least once there's a panther gone. Yeah, this dog is gonna bleed out to death. It's 2 hours left. We can't patch all its wounds up in time. Okay, you are very upset. Yeah. This one just needs to be food and meals. I don't think he'll get an infection. I mean, we'll see. Might not get an infection here. Okay, we're gonna stop putting the food here because we don't have a dog anymore. The dog's not very useful. Animals in this game got nerfed. They used to be really strong. Like now they flee every time there's gunfire. So you can't really rely on them to like take out enemies. Alright. Now the goal is to build walls here, here, and here, just to cover the entire perimeter. They will build like a tunnel where enemies will have to walk through to get destroyed. Now if they come in from this angle, they have nowhere else to go but through this. So this is a bit tricky. Yeah, they can only... Yeah, so we can at least try to wall off this side. But then there'll have to be a tunnel here. Yeah, we'll see how this goes really. Yeah, this entire top side is also open. We'll think about it. We want to dig into the mountain like this. Obviously we need to avoid the ancient danger. Already? That really sucks actually. Getting a cold snap so early like that. Most of our rice is gonna die here. Now it is almost the end of winter, but yeah, I don't know. Let's store weapons and apparel here as well. We don't want to keep them there. Yeah, we can put the steel and actually the medicine as well. Yeah, medicine. There we go. Now they do have some clothes, so it won't be the end of the world. They're gonna get very upset. Yeah. So we lost all of our rice. We didn't get any rice harvested. But we still have some packaged survival meals. We can also butcher these animals for food. Now, a butchering table will give you more meat and leather, but actually, we should make that. Okay, you can stop now. You can stop now. Yeah, we want a lot of sandstone blocks. They're very unhappy. They're having hypothermia. Okay, our researcher will be the one cleaning. You guys don't really have to clean. Then, what else? Yeah, okay, there's psychic drone as well. That's why they're so upset. I have to refuel that. Good thing is that this panther and this dog will not freeze, so that's nice. We need to expand the base before we build more, like before we build like research tables and stuff. So a very good way to probably expand is to, like do this way. I think, yeah, this way looks fine. Yeah, we can expand towards the rice field. You are traveling very far to get some of that steel. Okay, we need to set a zone so that they don't walk further than a certain area. Yeah, so like this. So that you don't have to go so far away. Yeah. Okay, you need to clean, buddy. You're also the cook and you're supposed to clean up this area. It's very dirty in here. Alright, let's expand the base. Oh. Okay. Let's go here actually. Is it coming? Yeah, it's coming. Please don't break down now. Okay, that's taken care of. Yeah, we need to make the base more pretty, otherwise they'll be very unhappy. Okay, let's think about this. So the rice is here. We want to build a trap tunnel, but we don't want it to be so near to the rice. Enemies will come from this way. They will go around here, and then they'll be there as well. I can divert all the enemies to this area, but this section is completely open. Where is the best location for this trap tunnel? I think we can do something like this. Go this way, make a tunnel like this. These guys will come here, they'll die, and then they'll escape. These guys will die, they'll escape. They'll all escape on this side of the map. Because the enemies always go to the nearest edge every time they retreat. If I build it here, then they'll retreat this way. I mean, that's fine as well, but... This area is very dangerous. I won't be able to go here and close the door easily. This area, however, is actually okay. I could also build the trap tunnel up here. Then these guys might have to divert all the way here. They might have to walk all the way around. So these guys, right, they'll have to walk through this tiny gap. Then they have to go this way and then get out. Yeah. Like they'll have to go this way all the way here to get to the trap tunnel. Because I'm planning to wall this off. I'm planning to leave this open. Then I have to build like a wall like this so that they don't get into the base. And then yeah, there'll be like a wall here. So they have to go around and then like get to this area. I think that's fine actually. Yeah, this area can be the trap tunnel, then they can escape this way or that way. Or even... Is this even the closest? Actually, this will be a good entrance. Having the entrance here, then they can escape out that way. It's a lot safer to close it as well. Yeah, let's do it here then. So the tunnel will be like this. Yup. And then we can put traps here, then they will die to the traps. Then we still have an area to retreat. They could come in here, burn some of the rice, but that'll get them some of this. Some of them will get distracted, then we can just kill the rest. So that's gonna happen. Then I need to encircle this. We're gonna like do this very methodically here, so for now, we're gonna use the majority of this rich soil, so we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna close off the base like that. Yeah, this looks fine. So this entire area is enclosed. And then our colonists are able to farm, they're able to do like other stuff. And then we have the trap tunnel up here. Now it's a bit difficult to come here and close it, but we have a lot of time because they're gonna take a long time to get here. Yeah, that's a plan. Oh, look at it, they're already attacking us. Man, these guys are really strong. They have a mace, a weapon, and a steel knife. This Yita King is a bit of a problem. Man, 3 people now. They are not even... My colonists aren't even... They aren't even at a very good mood. And they're attacking immediately. I could... There's no way I can separate these enemies either. I mean, I have to stand here and fight. I could lose everyone. He's not very good at melee, and he's like gonna break down. These weapons are horrible. I can take some shots at them, but these 2 melee folks will definitely be able to chase us down. There's only 1 person with a rifle. I mean, there's no way we can survive this without taking some damage here. I could what can I actually do? I can't do anything. I can stand at this door and fight, but we might lose to this guy. He doesn't have very high melee skill, but he does have strong melee damage. Alright, let's just do our best here. I mean, we're not really super committed to this colony anyway, so... Yeah, let's just like try to take some shots at them and run away. So this area is pretty open. We can stand here and shoot at them while they're trying to get to us. The bolt action rifle is a problem. Let's just get into cover here. Now we cannot take any safe options. We have to go full aggression. Even though our colonists are very, very low on their... Oh, you gotta be joking me. He went on a mental break. So... yeah, I think it's over. There's nothing we can do. We lost like 1/3 of our firepower there. I mean, I can stand here and fight, but... that's not gonna do anything. Okay, that's actually a pretty good hit. But we need more than that. He's gonna get completely wrecked here. Yeah, he's gonna get captured. Oh, there's another enemy here. Yeah, we're just gonna get completely destroyed then. I mean, there's nothing we can do here. I mean, what can we have done? We couldn't have... There's no wild animals we can anger. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just completely dead. Yeah, then he can kidnap as well. Yeah, everyone's down. There are 4 enemies. Well, we do have you, but yeah, so we lost all of our colonists, essentially. They all got kidnapped. Some of them might die. Yeah, he might die. Because he's 4 hours left. You will be fine. You are definitely gonna die, so. Well, that really sucks. If I built traps, would it have helped? Probably. I have like 1,000 steel. I mean, my wealth is really high, actually. My wealth is really high. Oh, did you actually survive? Wow. You actually... Wow. Oh, the pig is like really low here. Yeah, okay, so they are kidnapped. They're not dead. We're gonna lose everything here. We're gonna try to salvage this if we can. I have a lot of wealth. I have like 1,000 steel, a lot of stone bricks. Yeah, that kind of contributed to why I died here. We cannot fight the fire right now. We have to rescue you because you're in jeopardy. We're just gonna lose everything here. Man, that really sucks. Are you actually gonna survive? You might survive. Yeah. So those aren't dead. They are actually captured, I believe. We can check very quickly in the social tab. You social log. Why? Yeah, colonists lost, so they're not dead. They are lost. Anyways, this room is like really hot. It's super heated right now because there's a door there. So we won't be able to go in and fight the fire even if we wanted to. We're just gonna lose everything there. The food is also inside. Shit, that's a big issue. Yeah, there's a cold snap as well. You are horrible at construction. Now, they did add a feature in the game where if you lose every single colonist, you can just basically start over with a new set of colonists, so you don't really have to restart the game, per se. Okay, she's not bleeding anymore. Yeah, and this is no longer a room, so you can fight these fires. Yeah, she's no longer bleeding. She is getting hypothermia though. Are you? Maybe not. It's already spring, but the cold snap is still ongoing. Yeah, she's gaining like... Her hypothermia is getting worse. But I think she should be fine here. Do you have any clothes? No, not really. I'm quite surprised that we actually dealt enough damage to this pig. Yeah, I guess it took a bunch of damage. So we were able to get at least 1 colonist. The other 2 have been kidnapped. Yeah, we have way too much wealth here. Should have used some of the steel to make walls actually. That would have reduced our wealth. And then, what else? I should have made so many stone bricks. Well, I wanted to... Yeah, I should have done the trap tunnel earlier. So that I wouldn't be so vulnerable to this. Got a bit greedy there, but... Oh well. Okay, we cannot afford to let this burn down. Because we don't have someone with construction. Are you by any chance good? You're 1. What are you? You're 0. Okay. She's also gonna be very upset because there's colonists that have been lost. Like she's cold and stuff. We need to rebuild this room as well. Bro, the brawler is a ranged weapon. Okay. Yeah, you drop that weapon now. Okay. Yeah, we can just let you do your own thing then. Yeah, we lost a lot of stuff. 1500 wealth. 15,000 wealth, I mean. Okay, so we did keep all the food. That's the most important thing. The components, which really expensive. Okay, hypothermia minor. Okay, that's concerning. We have to rebuild this area here. We're gonna rebuild the walls first because we need to make this back into a room. Yeah, let's abandon that project. Okay, as long as it doesn't get serious, we should be fine here. Okay. Now we want you to rebuild this. Yeah, can you like rebuild this quickly? Then, I mean, this is better than nothing. As long as it doesn't go to serious, we'll be fine here. If we get hit by another raid, we're just completely destroyed. Now you are in here eating our food. That's fantastic. I mean, if you don't, yeah, there's no wood available. Then you just use steel then. Malnutrition. Let's make a marble table back here. You have to allow everyone to do construction now. You can do growing again. It's better than nothing. They're not great at it, but it's better than nothing. At some point, they might even become proficient, but it will take a long time for that to happen. This corpse is also... We need to move this corpse as well. Let's just hide them here for the time being. We don't want any corpses there. We don't want any corpses there. Yeah, that's fine. She might break down as well. Well, the good thing is that she's actually a masochist, so we got the better end of the stick here by having the one that almost got kidnapped. I mean, this one pawn that we managed to somehow salvage from that raid is the one that has masochist, which is nice. So that her mood will be a lot higher if it wasn't for that. Okay. Not all of the rice died to the cold snap as well, so we're able to get some food. Yeah, we need to replace these with like actual bits. We lost a lot of wood there, that's really unfortunate. Can you actually plant cut? Yeah, it's better than nothing. She's trying to recover, so... The early game is always very tough on 500%. A lot of things can kill you, diseases, enemy raids, wild animals. Even losing like an eye or an arm can be really detrimental. Because you don't have the technology to replace those. Neither do you have the cash. Yeah, then when you get to the mid game, you get into an issue where you're not like really strong enough to fight like 50 raiders. You do have weapons, you do have like assault rifles and stuff, but you still have to lean very heavily in not taking damage in combat. Yeah, because losing colonists will be completely disastrous. And it's very easy to spiral out of control. If you lose like say a husband, the wife will just have a -40 debuff for like an entire year, so it's very painful. Like, basically the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. So it just be harder and harder. When multiple disasters happen and you can't deal with them, then it's just like pretty much over. Like we lost 2 colonists, so if we get hit by another raid right now, we're kind of like screwed. Cause this pawn is actually still recovering. This one has a scar and some stuff and. Okay. Yeah, we need to get like some bits so that they don't spend so long sleeping. Even if they're just poor bits, that would be better than nothing. Okay. Yeah, he made a bunch of poor bits. Let's get rid of that now, so that she can use those normal bits instead. So, actually, what are your skills? And you are very useless. You are very useless. We can ask you to build some stuff though. You won't be able to build traps, which is really horrible. You can build that at least. We need just some protection here. Yeah, we use steel for this, although it's why are you upset? Oh, they both died. Yikes. Yeah, they're both dead. The colonists that got kidnapped, they both died. So we'll never get them back. That's very sad. Very sad indeed. Very, very, very sad. But you know what they say, you can't lose if you don't quit. I mean, well, in the stock market, it's like you can't lose if you don't sell, but kind of the same thing. We're still in it. We're still in this. Like, if we are unable, if a manhunter happens now, we are very screwed. So we want to wall off the space so that we can still grow rice in here without any disturbances. Like a wild ostrich would kill us. So doing this just makes it more secure, and then we can expand it slowly without the external world interfering. We need to make this room bigger and more beautiful so that they don't end up breaking down so often. Yeah. Are you actually good at planting? It's okay, it's not fantastic. 2 is really low though. You can equip this rifle, this revolver here. You can destroy this. And this. We're using steel here to build a wall because number 1 is the most plentiful material. Number 2, if we use it builds fast, and if we use the stone, right, we have to make more of that, so we don't have time to do that. Just make it out of steel for now, and get rid of some of this wealth that we have. Yeah, we don't want, the last thing we want is to get hit by another strong raid. Then that will be really over. This is a man in black. Okay. He's also getting the debuff from. Oh yeah, he's also not our ideology. Man, you take a long time to recover. You're almost there, yeah. It's a miracle that you actually survived. And now you send a Balgos trader. Great job. Where were you when we needed you? She actually has very high social. We can ask her to go out and talk to these people. Oh well. Yeah. So we want to sell our fur and leather here. We can sell our flag pants, that's pretty useless. Then we'll just buy like as many components as we can here. We always need more and more of these anyway. Yeah, let's just trade all of it for components. No, it could be a bad idea because if they get into a breakdown, they can also destroy the entire stack. Then it's all gone. But honestly, I wouldn't mind that because once they destroy this, they break out of they snap out the mental break. Versus like them going berserk, that one's really tough. That's really tough. Or even just a daze. They just become basically a sack of meat that can't do anything in a fight. So I'd rather they actually destroy that. Like, cause it just makes the mental break gone completely once they destroy whatever they were trying to target. Right, so we should have a harvest coming in soon. Yeah, these guys are already almost, yeah, they're already ready to be harvested. Okay, is it not within range? Yeah, this one's not within range. Alright. So, yeah, you're still in a daze. We're gonna extend this base like this. Let's put a door, say, here. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So this will be like our small shack. Well, not small, but like our mid-game / early game barracks. You put a door here. Yeah, where have all these visitors been? Where were you when we needed you? Man, that was a pretty difficult raid. There were 4 enemies. We were outnumbered. There's just no way we could hold that. Let's not sell you anything. Okay. Yeah, more traders. Well, there's nothing we can sell to these. We already sold almost everything that we have. Well, maybe the plasteel helmet actually. No, they're not gonna accept that. Okay. We traded all our silver for components anyway. So there's nothing here that we can buy. Okay, so we also want to do the trap tunnel here soon. 2 colonists is quite manageable. Trap tunnel. Gee, maybe you don't do construction, so that you can focus on harvesting. Then you can do this construction after you finish harvesting. That would be a lot better. Actually, putting the chunks here is a bad idea. Enemies can use it for cover. We'd rather put the chunks like behind us, so that they can't use it for cover. Yeah, like that. He's actually able to build traps now, are you? Yeah, he is. Okay, so this will be our new room. It's a bigger, better room. It'll be more beautiful. They didn't even have time to clean this up yet. You're just like so busy. Their mood is high because they had a catharsis? No. Yeah, he has a catharsis. Okay, we need to build a trap tunnel here. There's not a lot of wood on this map. Actually, you know what? Let's forget about the trap tunnel. We're just gonna make a very thick wall, and then we're just gonna peek our enemies to kill them. Actually, I should have done that a long time ago instead of building this. Yeah. Well, that's a bummer. Actually, I think we can stop here for this stream. I kind of want to like continue the Star Sector one. Yeah, I want to get like legions and stuff. So I'll end this stream and then I will start another stream and we'll just focus on the Star Sector. We want to try our legions today. I don't have the blueprint yet, but I'm gonna go raiding for it. Alright. I will stop here. I'll make sure that I save this game. Yeah, save and quit. Okay, it's not over yet. We lost 2 colonists, but it's not over. Alright, I'll see you